Hello and welcome guys, welcome to my ride. Today we're going to talk about 5 reasons why to buy a BMW GS. So let's get started. Number 1. Comfort. When you're a person that favors to ride long tours, then a BMW GS is definitely for you. I've already ridden several motorcycles and not a single one has got such good ergonomics as the GS. And this is because the BMW is especially built for long-range travels on the street, and even in tough terrain it's really great to handle. You get a pretty reasonable seat height, which is also beneficial for taller riders. When you're not that tall, then you might face troubles handling it with confidence. But there's a simple way to get around this. Just get a lowered seat, which is widely available in the aftermarket. If you like my videos, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. This would help out the channel really much and is massively appreciated. Another remarkable thing is the possibility to get a high amount of luggage with you. For example, I got the Trax Adventure set from BMW Motorrad, which I'll link you down below. It gives you a huge amount of space for travel luggage. Even though the bike is pretty heavy with the luggage mounted, it is still very easy to maneuver around, which brings me to the next point. Number 2. The rideability. The GS got a fully adjustable suspension, which, when you got the dynamic easing included, adjusts its suspension automatically in milliseconds. This feature ensures the best possible comfort for your ride. One of the downsides though is the high weight of the BMW GS. But when you ride it the first time, you will immediately notice how easy it is to handle. But how is that? That's because of the motor concept of the BMW. You got a 2-cylinder boxer engine. This means that the BMW has an extremely low center of gravity. Even when you don't know much about motorcycles, you will immediately notice this. Because when you're riding in low speeds, it is really easy to handle and the bike is falling and leaning into angles quite easily when you take the weight into consideration. Number 3. Quality. BMW is a well-known brand from Germany. In Europe it is known for its good build quality, and when you got a bike with some flaws, BMW is really accommodating when it comes to factory guarantee issues, even when your factory guarantee is already ended. Another sign for BMW's good build quality is the value retention of used bikes and cars. After the first 4 to 5 years, it really keeps up in its value pretty well. Number 4. The aftermarket. Because BMW is such a big brand and in Europe it is the most sold adventure bike, there's a huge aftermarket for it. There are brands like Wunderlich that are exclusively making aftermarket parts for BMW. So if you need to customize your bike in terms of seat height, navigation, windshields, exhausts, mirrors or luggage systems, you'll get covered. Another huge benefit is when the time comes and you need some aftermarket repair parts, there are plenty of them, because of the huge demand of this model. Number 5. The engine from the BMW GS 1200 or 1250 is a 2-cylinder boxer engine, which means that you get an insane amount of torque at the bottom end. What also surprised me in this fact, that the BMW fuel consumption isn't that high even though it is super powerful. With my girl on the back, my machine needs 5 liters for 100 kilometers, which I think is a really good level for its performance and comfort. The engine also feels really alive, and if you haven't already rode one, it is possible that you could need some time to get used to it. When I switched from my 4-cylinder C900 that I previously owned, I thought that the engine from the BMW has a flaw because of its sounds and moving parts. But now after 1 year I already learned to appreciate those peculiarities. So even though the BMW GS is a pretty expensive bike, there's a reason why it's the most sold adventure bike in Europe, and I would recommend it to anybody that asks me for a good adventure bike. But when your budget isn't that big, you can look for the BMW 850 GS, which is also a solid adventure bike. So I hope I showed you why you should take the BMW GS into consideration when it comes to getting an adventure bike. But before you decide, go see your local dealer and do a test ride. I really can't stress that enough every time. Now let me know in the comments below which bike you've got right now, and if you're looking for a new one, which is your favorite right now. I hope I'll see you again next Sunday. Have fun riding, ride your ride, goodbye.